Hey everybody, welcome to Big Dumb Monsters. I'm Nick.
And I'm Chris.
And this week is week 2 of Kull, Krull, Crystal Skull.
Hell yeah.
It's the probably the superior week. Man, what a weird ass fucking movie this is.
Yeah, but still enjoyable.
So good.
Really, really good.
So good.
Yeah,
just 80s gold.
Wonky fire effects.
Yeah.
Eek.
God damn it.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, just a strange fantasy, sci-fi, aliens, medieval fantasy mashup. It sounds insane, right? But it works. We like it, and we'll tell you why. There's some things we don't like, and we'll tell you why we don't like them too. But yeah, Big Dumb Monster is talking about Krull. Enjoy the show.
Bye.
It's a perfect night, the scale of horror. The air itself is filled with monsters.
There we go.
Never mind what I'm doing here.
Nothing. You didn't see anything at all. You didn't see anything at all.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Very thrown together start to this episode.
It's calamitous.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Pay no attention to the heater underneath the table.
It's so nice. Yeah. It's so nice. I love it.
It is Sunday night. We are off schedule, but it's kind of a bonus episode this week. Yeah.
We're so off schedule.
Yeah. But you get to see us twice this week, which is always nice.
It's a treat for you.
Yeah. So all about you guys.
You know what I'm thinking now is like, we're not on schedule anymore. So there's no schedule. Schedule doesn't exist.
Schedule doesn't exist, man. We're out there.
Schedules are for the man. Dad.
We will be back on schedule. The plan is to be back on schedule this week.
No.
I thought it was.
No.
We've talked about this multiple times.
Like next Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. The most recent talk that we had about it was that like, hey, that sounds cumbersome. We have an extra episode now.
I think I missed that one.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. So we won't be on Saturday then?
No, we won't be live next weekend.
Boo.
But following that, we should.
Yeah, we'll be back next weekend after that.
I can imagine.
After Thanksgiving, yeah.
Whatever.
It's fine.
We're talking about fucking Krull.
Yeah. Tonight we're talking about Krull at the last, very, very last minute.
Yeah.
Whatever we promoted. This is what you never promote guests. We talked about the guests.
This is true.
The guest.
We
did
ruined
not
it for
show
ourselves,
up.
I guess.
Yeah. We got confident because one guest showed up.
We got cocky. That's what we got.
Yeah. But no, that was a good show though. The guest Christy.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
that was really fun. We got to have her back at some point.
Yeah, definitely. But tonight we are back on schedule. We're not on schedule. We're not on schedule. We're not on schedule, but we are back.
We're on course.
Yeah, with part 2 of our adventure series that really makes no sense other than these 3 movies kind of rhyme.
It does.
It's Kull, Krull, and Crystal Skull. We are on the Krull part. Arthur and I were talking before this.
This is going to be the highlight.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't you just name the episode that?
The episode is named Krull, undeniably the highest quality film of our November theme.
Yes.
And a strong argument can be made that Kull's
number 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Kull's number 2.
No.
Kull's number 2.
We had this talk, Chris. Don't you back down now. We agreed
That is
Crystal
true.
Skull has the nostalgia. If we cared about Kull at all, it would edge up
That's
just
true.
enough. But we don't.
Kull has nostalgia for
I
me.
like
a lot
Indiana
of nostalgia
Jones
for
more
me.
than I dislike Kevin Sorbo. So yes, I guess by default, Indiana Jones.
It's close.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, I can start the movie.
That movie fucking blows.
Kull or Crystal Skull?
Crystal Skull.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I believe we all know
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
this movie fucking rules.
Narrator, it did not.
Fuck you.
Anyway, we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about the past.
Yeah, we are.
We're here to talk about the cinema past.
Yeah.
We're talking about Krull.
This is a moving series of vignettes based on fucking 70s prog rock albums.
A series of Yes album covers.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And, random D&D encounters.
Yeah, it's like King Crimson.
I know. We were talking before we started recording. I loved this movie as a kid. I watched the shit out of it when I was a kid.
I didn't.
I have not seen it in a long time, and I was afraid it wasn't going to hold up. I fucking loved this movie.
Yeah, I saw this maybe once or twice as a kid.
Yeah.
And I've just kind of rode the oh yeah, I remember that movie, whatever kind of cult status it has. It's never really been my jam because I never went back for it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But watching this movie today, I realized that this entire movie, throughout the entire movie, is always 2 seconds away from falling apart and going off the fucking rails and becoming a disaster. But it never does.
Yeah.
It's always like, it's going to suck now. No, it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It's going to suck now. It doesn't suck.
You keep waiting for the suck.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. I can
kind
see
of
that.
It pulls it back.
This movie does a lot of things well. One of the things I think it does to a detriment, there's a lot of I think Star Wars ripoff in this.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like this scene right here.
Yeah.
This is right out of Star Wars when you're seeing the fucking Star Destroyer going by.
100%.
Yeah.
No, what this is this is like Excalibur or like Errol Flynn, like Robin Hood movies with Star Wars just hammered the fuck into it.
Yeah, you have the swords that make lightning. Come on,
there's laser rifles.
Yeah. So it is very Star Wars influenced, we'll say kindly.
Yeah.
But I think, well, honestly, I was thinking about this when I was watching it. You can cut out this whole sequence of it being this castle in space. It never is in the same spot, but why does it just keep moving across the same planet then?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it move to different planets every day then?
Right.
So this kind of doesn't make sense. And then the other
well, because it does, because he's trying to conquer the planet. So he's taking over the galaxy planet by planet.
Okay.
So he's already done more conquering than Kull.
That's true. Yeah. Kull the accidental conqueror. There's
By the way, I'm still sick.
Damn.
This is bad.
There was another space thing. You can just kind of cut all that out and still have a decent fantasy movie.
It's weirdly, it's Flash Gordon-y. It's got some weird Logan's Run aesthetic, but actually grips a lot of shit from Alien. All the interiors of the castle, that's all Geiger shit.
Yeah, the smooth HR ridges and
it's all the biomechanical shit that H.P. Lovecraft, fucking H.R. Geiger.
You even do have kind of a Lovecraftian element with that monster at the end. He's just this giant
the Beast.
Yeah,
they didn't even give him a name. He's just the Beast.
That's another thing I'll ding this movie on is never fully showing the Beast outside of these weird cinematic projected shots.
Yeah, hazy projected shots.
Yeah. I would like to see, but
you never get a sense of his scale either.
I was just saying, the other creatures look fucking great, man.
The silhouettes in this are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anything that's a backlit character, they look great. Everything is shaped super well. Everybody's in really good action-y poses. The lighting is really, really good. The music, on the other hand, I don't know what the fuck they were smoking in this. Like, because there's moments where you're like, this is really fucking, it's banging. And then, like, the next scene, you're like, this is fucking
What the fuck
dumb.
are they doing?
Yeah. This is like it's like a synth version of a hammered dulcimer. Like, what the fuck?
But no, I think like the practical effects are awesome. I loved the like even like the
anything that's real.
The Harryhausen
awesome.
spider, I even like yeah, like that was awesome.
Yeah.
But like this movie is like cinematic as fuck, man. Look at these like
It is.
these like sweeping shots of like the fucking countryside and like even like the flame horses, like even that.
Yeah, the fire steeds.
Yeah, like that
The
looks
flame
kind of
steeds.
cool too. Like them traveling across the plains, like on fire. Like
Cheesy as fuck though.
oh, like they could have cut out the part with them like galloping across the sky. Like
Yeah.
I mean, way less cheesy. Like also.
Yeah.
How is that Cyclops charging on a flaming horse not a GIF? Like, with the big fucking spear.
I don't know. Because this is for elder nerds.
That's
and
true.
elder nerds don't make gifts.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
I gotta say though, like being like a hardcore nerd in the like late 70s, early 80s must have been like really fun. Because you never had shit like this before this. You had like medieval fantasy. You had sci-fi. Nobody ever smashed them together like this before.
That is true. And this is still like, this is 83, so you're still like not that far off from like the creation of D&D. Like, you've got all this fucking cool like arcade shit happening.
Like six years from when D&D started? What was that, 77? Right?
I think so, yeah. So like, yeah, it's a fucking great time to be a nerd, man.
Yeah.
Fucking yes, buddy.
75
Hello.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking god damn it. It's just it looks as good as it looks bad, and I don't know like how else to explain that.
Yeah. Yeah, like half of the like
Everything is hazy and it's got that like Vaseline sheen on the fucking lens, you know, like.
but at the same time, look at the production like values that went into this movie. Like, this is a set that somebody constructed and built. Like,
this was like, I want to say this was when this came out, this is probably like the most expensive movie ever made.
I don't doubt it. I mean, think about the sets they had to make. There was one where the shitty wizard first shows up when he shows up in that magic missile, which also looks kind of cool too. Like, fucking. But that's another whole set. Like, there's a waterfall, there's a pool. Like, somebody built that. Like, you know.
No, there's an insane amount of sets and set work in this movie. An insane amount of costuming. Like, they mostly put the money where it needed to be. They could have pulled a little bit back and then put some more into like the like real special effects.
Yeah.
Like, because all the flame effects look like dog shit. All the fucking like the lasers were all right.
Yeah, I mean for that time they're not bad. Even the wizard morphing wasn't horrible for fucking 1983. Like,
The hand thing looked bad. That looked real bad. When the changeling first like tries to extendo his fingers.
oh yeah.
Outside of that, everything looks like a fucking Dio music video. I'm here for it.
Let's see what else is there to say about it. I mean, like it's fucking solid movie, man.
It really is.
Yeah.
I like this movie 100% could have gone off the rails and you lose the plot because there's a lot going on with the story.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit is not explained, but they explain the shit that you really need. Like they just like they drag you along with some of the weird details, but it's all there. Like, you can watch this and understand everything that's happening, but then also be like, well, what the fuck is that? And it's not important, but then you're curious and you'll watch it again to see if maybe you pick it up. I don't know that we need this, like, really crazy wedding ritual scene.
Yeah, I take the fire from your what?
Yeah. Well, if they don't do this, then he can't have his pyromancy fucking powers later on in the movie to kill the bad guy. But
we're gonna have to be right back. All right, sorry about that. Fucking dog.
yeah.
Anyway, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We're talking about Krull.
I know. Well, yes, thank you. No, one thing I know I was going to say. Oh yeah, the fire from the water.
Yeah, it looks bad. Looks real bad.
The biggest weak link, I think, is fucking Ken Marshall, fucking the lead actor. Like,
really?
I think he's kind of a fucking doofus. Like,
A little bit. I didn't think it was that bad.
Like, there's just like I don't know. There's something like he's just very like not charismatic. Like, he was whiny. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a kingdom. Oh, well, get your ass up, dude.
What he does in this movie is like a hyper speed Luke Skywalker.
That is true. Yeah.
He goes from whiny bitch to badass hero.
I didn't even realize like the Obi-Wan fucking dies. Like, yeah,
dude.
yeah. This is very fucking Star Wars.
But there's only so many story tropes that you can put into something. Star Wars just happens to have all of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I got a lot of like Dune vibes from this.
I could see that. Yeah. Well, I mean, Star Wars is a lot of Dune vibes, like just ripped off.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely see that.
I guess dirty space fantasy is always it always comes back to Dune and Star Wars.
Well, I was gonna say like I could see the '80s Dune movie, but that's a year after this movie comes out.
Yeah, but I mean, the book too.
Yeah.
That book come out in the 50s,
I think so.
60s
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, like all these dudes are in these fucking costumes, like the Slayers, like
The Slayers look awesome, and then when they die, the like nasty little bug thing comes out of them.
yeah.
It's fucking rad.
This is a solid movie that does not get talked about a lot. Like,
You know what I don't like about this movie though? Like the main hero weapon is some fucking straight up mall ninja shit.
yeah, you're definitely buying that like a Jade Gifts or like something like that. Like, and he only uses it in the one scene.
Gift
basically.
Emporium, baby.
Yeah.
Well, he was warned that he shouldn't use it unless he knows he needs it.
Why? Because it's very expensive to animate.
There it is.
Yeah.
Forever, I thought that this movie had a scene in it that must be from some other fucking movie with the main character has a thrown weapon.
Okay.
And they're in like a dark swamp or something, and there's like a big monster, and the guy throws the weapon, and the monster tries to catch it, and it cuts his hand all apart. And I could have sworn that was in this fucking movie. Now, I don't know what the fuck it's from. I have no idea. I don't know if it's from like fucking Lady Hawk or...
I mean, you do have that scene in fucking The Road Warrior where the one, you know...
No, that was the boomerang.
Yeah, the Lord Humongous' hype man tries to catch the boomerang and slices his fingers off.
Oh, Lord Humongous. Step away from the gasoline.
Just walk away.
I'm the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
Oh, man.
Mad Max fucking rules.
Yeah, I was like, now I just want to watch The Road Warrior.
What was it? It's Mad Max, then Road Warrior, and then Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I like Thunderdome better than the other ones.
That's blasphemy.
I know.
It's 2-3. In my opinion, it's 2-3-1. Some people will say like 2-1-3 or even 1-2-3. But
no. It's
the Road Warrior.
3-2-1. 3-2-1.
No,
for me.
No, it's 2-3-1.
I like the flashiness of Thunderdome. I like the Thunderdome. You know, like it's not that I think it's a better movie. It's just I enjoyed it more.
Yeah,
I saw it a lot more as a kid.
I saw it in the drive-in when it came out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, fucking Road Warrior, man. That is a classic. Like, that is possibly in my top 5.
What every movie is that you like is in your top 5.
Yeah, I have a big top 5.
Like 30 movies in your top 5.
Yeah. But no, it is one of my favorites, man. I do love that movie.
No, it's fucking awesome. It's fun. I'm a big fan of all those like weird post-apocalyptic movies. Anyway, like I saw Doomsday in the theater when that came out.
I still haven't seen that. I heard that's actually really good.
Rocked.
It's on Tubi now. I do want to see it.
Watch it. I mean, is it awesome? Yeah. Is it good? No, probably not.
Yeah.
Good's a strong word. Is it watchable? Absolutely.
For sure.
Krull? Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it to them. Like, fucking massive, huge, well done sets. Great costumes. Great makeup. I like the cast in this. I didn't think anybody was like really bad.
Honestly, aside from Ken Marshall, I think everybody's great, man. Like, especially like the dudes in the like in like the army, quote unquote, the gang, kind of.
Yeah.
I will say, nary a brown face anywhere in the cast. Like, for a second, when Robbie Coltrane first came on, I'm like, all right, they got a Puerto Rican guy. And then, like, he talked, I'm like, oh, fuck, that's Robbie Coltrane.
Mustache.
Yeah. He was really tan. He had the mustache. Like,
Swarthy, I think is the word.
Yeah. Nope, Robbie Coltrane. Like, oh, damn it.
Close enough.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like, other than that, man, solid movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why this doesn't get, like, talked about more than it does. Like,
I mean, it's a cult film. Like, this is the perfect cult movie because, like, it is good. Like, somebody can be like, hey, there's this movie that maybe you haven't seen. It's got a big underground following. And you'll watch it and you realize, like, oh, it's not a piece of shit like most cult movies are. It critically flopped. So it just kind of went away. And then the uber nerds were like, this movie is rad. We're going to keep watching it.
yeah.
You know, like we do.
All right, I think we can throw some ratings on this. I think we're there.
Okay. I'll go first.
All right.
7.5.
All right.
Yeah.
I when I was thinking about it, like, I'm thinking, is 7 too high? And, like,
7 feels good.
yeah. I kind of want to go higher, but there are, like, solidly dingable things, I think.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
you know, like you said, the shitty, like, the practical effects are fucking top notch. Anything not practical is fucking kind of shit.
All their like film magic stuff was bad.
Yeah.
Like real bad.
Like, I wish the hero were kind of a better actor. But honestly, I mean, like, other than that, no, it's a fucking good movie. I was really afraid this was not going to hold up because, like, I loved this movie when I was a kid.
Fight choreography was good, a little slow. But,
Yeah.
like, everybody was kind of like
But
moving
again,
in
like,
slow motion.
that is before we're like the John Wick era, before like the Raid, before what we're used to, before even like Van Damme and like all that stuff like that we're used to now. We're more, it's like more like, think about how Star Wars has evolved, where like the sword fights in the first movie are just two dudes going like
it was
this.
like a medieval battle.
Yeah.
And now it's like
It's people doing flips and like all
they're
kinds
ninjas.
of shit. Yeah,
now they're
yeah.
ninjas.
Yeah. So I mean, like, again, for its time, I mean, like, it gets the job done. To our eyes today, it looks a little like little lackluster.
Shot setups are great though.
Yeah.
All the matte paintings are awesome.
Yeah, no, this movie is. I think I'm gonna go 7. I'll up to a 7.5 to match that because I really do think this is a really, really solid movie.
Yeah. There's probably a little fluff in it though. Like they could definitely.
Oh, for sure. I think you can. I think you can.
What is this movie? It's almost 2 hours, right? It's
too flat.
Is it too flat?
Yeah. I think you can take out the space stuff and still have a solid movie. Like, just have this castle just moves all over the planet. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, no. I mean, like, solid shot, great production.
Yeah. It needs refinement. Like I think it needed somebody with a little more dough to really get that like movie magic quality effects.
Yeah.
And maybe a heavier handed editor. I think.
Yeah.
And somebody to not have a fucking weirdo, crazy synthy soundtrack on it. Like pick a style. Like, just because it's a fantasy and sci-fi mashup doesn't mean you have to have both styles of music in it.
I need a lyre, a synthesizer, a fucking.
Where's my theremin?
Yeah. A timpani drum and some bongos.
And Gregorian chants.
Yeah.
I think we just described what Charles Manson would be making for music now if he could do it.
I mean, like, he did write, like, shit for the Beach Boys, like...
Yeah, they stole one of his songs.
Yeah, which is kind of one of the things that drove him crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Well, he went to fucking...
Well, I mean, he was crazy before that.
Well, yeah, he went to Roman Polanski's house because it used to be Brian Wilson's house, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I used to know all that shit. Charles Manson is, like, my least favorite, like, serial killer. He wasn't a serial killer. He gets lumped in with all those people.
He's the White Album of serial killers. It's
Yeah.
like, if you say it's your favorite album, like, you're a fucking poser.
He never really killed anybody. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, good old Uncle Charlie. Trivia?
Let's do some trivia.
Let us trivialize this movie.
Not to bother you with trivia.
I used to think they were kind of trivial.
Sorry, everybody. I still don't feel well. The Cyclops says that the fire mares can travel 1,000 leagues in a day. A league was defined as the distance a heavily armored man could travel in an hour, usually 3 to 4 miles. That means fire mares can travel about 3,500 miles a day at an average speed of about 145 miles an hour.
All right.
Told you. It's trivial.
Yeah.
23 movie sets were constructed for filming.
Jesus
which is
Christ.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They used, like, the gigantic 007 lot, too. Like, that thing's, like, 300 feet by, like, 200 feet or
Okay.
something. It's, like, 18 feet tall.
Yeah.
Some fucking absurd shit.
Damn.
No, it can't be 18 feet tall. It's got to be way taller than that. I'm going off memory. Let's see here. The Widow of the Webb's aging makeup had 23 elements to apply to the actress's face, head, and body. 23 is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because you see her from, like, tits up.
Yeah. That's 23 pieces of plastic she's putting on. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insanity. And that didn't look great.
No.
It was fine, but
That fucking spider looked cool, though.
it did. I like that it was albino and, like, you could see, like,
through
its guts.
Yeah.
The cast was predominantly British. No doy.
Predominantly, yeah.
Including several members of the Royal Shakespeare Company,
All right.
which is why they weren't, all acty and shit.
Yeah, actory ass actors.
Yeah. Several games were developed and released as promotional tie-ins, including 2 Parker Brothers games, a card game, and a board game.
I think it was an Atari game, too, wasn't it?
A home video game was released for the Atari 5200 Super System, but because of low sales, it was changed to the Atari 2600 video game console platform. An arcade game was manufactured by Columbia Pictures Industry, and there was also a pinball game that was produced, but then it was also canceled. So there's only 10 completed test units as prototypes.
All right.
Can you imagine getting your hand on a fucking Krull
pinball? That's where he finds the fucking...
The flippers look like the Glaive.
He finds the glaive in the fucking river of lava.
Yeah.
Like, are there just random weapons coming down this river, like, every night? Like a sushi place with the boats coming by? Like...
he's just waiting for the next legendary weapon.
Yeah. Like, if he waited long enough, would, like, a BFG from Doom, like, float by? Like...
That would change the course of this movie.
Hey, you gotta wait, you never know what's gonna float by, man.
It's his chainsaw
Today
with
we
a
got
hole in
glaives.
it.
Yeah, tomorrow could be a chainsaw. Fucking yesterday was slingshots, so you lucked out, man.
The fuck? Is this like starfish? It's Patrick.
This shot right here where he's fucking gawking at the
I hate
glaive
it.
like a fucking child on Christmas. Just want to see it slice into his hand. He's holding it like that. Yeah.
But when he opens it the first time, like the first blade is like right here, like almost catches wrist. I think it's fucking stupid looking. I don't even care. Like,
Mall Ninja. Oh,
This 5-sided Ninja Star Switchblade bullshit.
what's next? A batarang with knives that come out of
I
it.
have that one of the like I have a batarang with the razor fucking wings on it. Like yeah.
You fucking clown.
I was given to me
I had a knockoff Batleth from
from
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek.
Yeah.
It's just as impractical. All sorts of extra edges that don't do anything.
Yeah. But look Klingon-y.
Yeah. Rather clingish. Princess Lysette Anthony's voice was dubbed in the final cut by Lindsay Krause. Robbie Coltrane's character's voice was fellow Brit Michael Elphick.
All right.
Yeah.
It sounded like fucking Robbie Coltrane. When he
Yeah,
talked.
I'm wondering if there's another cut where they kept his voice after he got popular.
Yeah, maybe. I forget what I was going to say. Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it about voice dubbing and how it seems terribly impractical?
Voices. Nah, it's gone. Glaives.
Something about the voices.
Voices. Yeah, they're gone. I don't remember. Robbie Coltrane. No. Gone.
Huh.
Wah.
Womp, womp, womp. As a promotional gimmick for the film, the studio created an essay contest for people to get married dressed in the costumes from the movie. A dozen lucky winners were married off in a one-day ceremony in 1983. The gimmick was dropped afterwards since it garnered no additional press coverage for the film. Like, we are going to spend all kinds of money and get nothing for it.
Need to know where are the Krull married people now? Like, how many people? Like, they would be celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary right now.
Yeah.
Like, if they stayed together. Like,
Holy shit.
where are the people who got married in Krull costumes? Like somebody had
They
to
put
have been
their
a
hands over the
Cyclops.
glaive.
Somebody had to have been a fucking Cyclops. Like,
Cyclops.
That's the pastor. He's dressed up as the Cyclops.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Holy shit. A hand that could physically transform into a changeling claw was developed for the movie, but due to time constraints, could not be developed in time and was not used in the film. The piece was later completed for the Tobe Hooper movie Life Force.
Oh.
So instead of that garbage ass, like,
This is that set I was talking about, the magic missile fucking.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Look at this shit. Somebody fucking built all this. This isn't like something a naturally existing place. Like,
well, no, you
Yeah.
can tell because everything they're standing on is styrofoam.
yeah, this is all fucking built. Like, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
Ah, man. I would love to partake in, like, building some shit like this.
Let's have it like just have this be like your basement. Like,
Oh, yeah. We're
I
going
just-
down to the grotto.
yeah, I have a fucking grove downstairs. We do sacrifices every couple months.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 40 Slayers were made for the movie. 20 were manufactured in only 10 days.
Holy shit, that's not
They
bad.
were cooking.
Yeah, they look pretty damn good.
Yeah. Ken Marshall fashioned his performance on Errol Flynn and performed all of his own stunt work, including the dangerous mountain climbing sequence.
All right.
So,
There's the scene where they're catching the fire horses. The younger kid, not the wizard's helper, the other
Yeah.
younger kid,
Yep.
is trying to catch him, and he like it's a stunt man who does this. Like he jumps off like a fucking rock, like to jump onto one of the horses, and like just fucking slams into the ass of this horse, and then just hits the fucking ground. Oh man.
idiot.
Yeah. Like somebody had to have taken a hoof to the face that day.
Oh,
The way they were
fuck
like
yeah.
manhandling those horses. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were not treating them nicely.
No, they were all over them. Like somebody got a fucking boot to the face.
It looked like they were trying to fuck those horses.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like watching that Mr. Hands video. That's the sound of somebody's guts dying.
Oh, God. Oh.
Gross. This movie has been rumored to have been originally planned as a tie-in movie with the role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons, and was to be known as Dragons of Krull, for which a screenplay was being written. According to Gary Gygax, quote, "To the best of my knowledge and belief, the producers of Krull never approached TSR for a license to enable their film to use the D&D game IP and did not draw inspiration from the game."
All right, it seems like
I'm going to say they drew some fucking inspiration from that game.
D&D as fuck.
Yeah. God damn. But, I mean, D&D drew inspiration from everything else, too, though, so who the fuck knows?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe these guys were, cranking one out to shitty fantasy novels, too. For the quicksand in the swamp, 4 tons of painted cork were used. Think of how light cork is.
Yeah.
Now think of 4 tons of that shit.
Yeah, that's a whole fucking lot.
That's so many dead trees.
It just explain how they got that shit to float on top of the water like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. This is straight out of fucking King Crimson or fucking Genesis album cover.
Yeah, fucking what's the I can't remember, MC Escher, like an MC Escher painting.
Yeah.
Like,
God damn it. I don't know how true this is, but according to IMDb, it has been announced that in September 2023 that J.J. Abrams is attached to a reboot of Krull.
a reboot, not a remake.
Reboot. You know what I don't want?
A reboot.
Any of that.
Yeah. Like, again, this is another, like, somebody built this fucking set. They just showed the whole thing a second ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I wish, like, more modern movies would take more of, like, this cue and, like, use physical sets. Use, like, I know, like, a lot of, like, you know, Star Wars and, like, a lot of Marvel movies use that, basically the big, giant fucking wall.
They'll have, like, the green screen and then some real props in front.
Yeah.
They're walking around.
More like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
build the fucker.
Yeah, exactly. Use the screen to fill shit in for sure. But, like, don't just put a couple of boxes in front of it and fucking, you know, call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, build a fucking set, you know? Like, this, somebody built all this shit. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. Like, stop paying the actors, you know, $100 million.
Yeah. Pay the fucking set people.
Pay the set
fucking,
people.
Yeah. Pay the effects people.
Man, I wish actors didn't get paid what they get paid. Well, think about it. Like, the part of the reason for that, like, is they demand that money because they're famous and people want them in those movies. So then they really have no choice. So now a movie has to get, you know, like...
Tell me that's a white guy. That's a Puerto Rican guy.
That's a Puerto Rican.
Yeah. It's fucking Robbie Coltrane.
It's Roberto Coltrane.
Yeah. Coltrano.
The Coltrane. But now a movie's got to make a fucking $1 billion to fucking break even.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's priorities are fucked up in Hollywood. Anyway, that's it for trivia.
That's it for old men grumbling about movies.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we still have like another 40 minutes.
We got plenty of grumbling to do.
We will move on to the better known as...
I know you. I knew you. But you ain't you.
We will start off with director Peter Yates. Man has directed some fucking shit, man. His last movie was in 2004, A Separate Piece, which is a TV movie. He did a Don Quixote TV movie in 2000. Let's see. Krull might have been the last like big name thing he really was known for. Before that, he directed The Deep in 1977. He directed Mother, Jugs, and Speed in 1976. The Friends of Eddie Coyle in 1973. And he directed Bullet in 1968, a fucking classic.
Yeah.
The
Best car chase scene ever.
yeah, the father of all like action cop movies. Like, so yeah, he's partly responsible for that. Aside from that, he did 7 episodes of the Saint TV series in the 60s, and that's it for the notable stuff. Moving on, Ken Marshall, who played the lead in this, Colwyn. This is probably his biggest, role. He's got some one-offs here and there. He was on Jag for an episode. Shows up in 2 episodes of the USA classic Silk Stockings. Steamy drama. He was in 9 episodes of Deep Space Nine.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Shows up in an episode of Empty Nest, the Golden Girls spinoff, an episode of The Commish, an episode of Quantum Leap, 2 episodes of Hunter. Like I said, a lot of one-offs on TV. Baywatch, In the Heat of the Night. His first role, How the West Was Won, the TV series in 1979. Moving on, Lisette Anthony. She was Lissa. I'm sorry, it was her name Lissa and also the Spider-Woman name Lissa as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little weird. You guys couldn't come up with a second name?
Well, it's in the story. And it's at the end. It's like...
Same woman?
No. It's like they bring it around in the story. And like when he's talking to the Spider-Woman, he's like, her name is also Lissa, and like that's how he kind of like brings her around and her husband is a young man, like I was young when I was in love with you, blah blah blah.
All right. Whatever.
And then they talk about that again at the ass end of the movie, like where he's giving like he's prophesizing in the overdub.
Bullshit.
I didn't say it wasn't bullshit. I'm just saying they have a reason.
She shows up in some stuff over the years. She was in 447 episodes of Hollyoaks, British, very long-running TV series. Holby City, she shows up in an episode of.
Whoa.
She was in Strippers versus Werewolves in 2012. Wonder what side of that equation she was on.
Werewolves.
Yeah. She shows up in an episode of the Poirot TV show. It's 2004. This is a Highlander the Raven.
What the fuck is that?
TV series. A female immortal. I've never even heard of this. There was 22 episodes of this.
This can't be on American television. There's no way this was on American television.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, go up. Okay, I thought I saw fucking Lance Henriksen at some point.
Oh, no. Even what's his name? Does Adrian fucking Paul.
Yeah.
Doesn't even show up in it. What the how like Amanda, a recurring character.
Oh God!
It's a series. It's a spin-off of the series.
I'm having a stroke.
Oh wow!
Nobody needs or wants that. Jesus Christ!
Yikes! All right, well, that's a thing we now know exists.
Awesome.
And she was in an episode of it. She was in the Depeche Mode video in 1999.
Sweet.
She's in Trilogy of Terror 2 in 1996. She's in Dracula Dead and Loving It in 95. She plays Lucy in that.
Hell yeah.
She's in Look Who's Talking Now. Is that the one with the dogs?
Yeah.
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 She's in an episode of Tales from the Crypt in 1993. Oh, we were looking at this forever. Ambergris.
Yeah.
I don't know what that title means, but ambergris is whale vomit, which is used to make perfume. This is an episode starring Roger Daltrey and Steve Buscemi as like photographers.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. I vaguely remember this. I remember it being not very like supernatural. Like,
No, Tales from the Crypt isn't always supernatural.
yeah.
It's just, you know,
Yeah, whatever.
bad people being bad people.
Yeah, I want supernatural. God damn it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lisette Anthony. Anything else worth? And she's in another Depeche Mode video in 1993.
No, I think that was the same video, but like later in the year, it was like released as a
Re-released.
collection or something.
Oh, we mentioned this earlier. She's in a lot of Bryan Adams videos, in 1984 specifically. So I don't
They
know.
had to have been dating.
Yeah. Yeah, especially around that time. I'm going to say probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else worth mentioning? No. Her first role, Ivanhoe, in 1982. Moving on. Next up, we have Freddie Jones, who played Ynir in this movie.
Ynir.
Ynir, yeah, sure. He has been in some other like sci-fi stuff, especially around this time. But before that, he was in The Libertine in 2004 with I think it was Johnny Depp, if I remember correctly. Anything else? This just sounds like a racial slur.
Fucking
Puckoon. Yeah. He was in the 2002 Count of Monte Cristo, which is a really good movie. Jim Caviezel plays the titular Count of Monte Cristo.
I've never seen it.
It was pretty good. I remember seeing it at the movie theater.
He was in a movie called The League of Gentlemen. They're not extraordinary.
Not extraordinary gentlemen, just gentlemen.
Nope.
Yeah, they don't do much.
Just slinging that relish.
Gentleman's relish. We have to add a button for that.
That's a very important one.
Yeah.
We can.
He was in the Neverending Story 3.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Shows up in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. He played Birdie. That was 1993. Again, I don't know how you make Indiana Jones boring, but they figured out a way to do it.
No, they weren't the last.
Yeah. Anything else worth mentioning?
I mean, we're only in 87, 86 here.
Oh, he shows up in Young Sherlock Holmes in 1985.
You doing the young circuit.
Yeah. Dune, also 1984. Oh, also in Firestarter, 84.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was with that 80s Dune. Was just
Cocaine. That's what.
Yeah. Well, and David Lynch
Yeah.
and cocaine.
See, yeah. Issue number 1.
Is he a cokehead?
It was the 80s, dude. Fucking
Everybody was a cokehead.
I know he's big in like transcendental meditation and stuff now. Like,
That might as well be coke.
Yeah. He was in Space 1999. That was in 1976.
So they lied. That's what you're telling me.
Old Dracula 1974. We mentioned this. I saved this because we mentioned this the other day. He was in The Satanic Rites of Dracula 1973. That is a badass title for a fucking Dracula movie.
Yeah, it is.
Also, Son of Dracula 1973.
That's the world's first rock and roll Dracula movie.
That's right.
It's got Ringo Starr in it.
The Man Who Haunted Himself. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Get therapy.
Like we all don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Join the fucking club, dude. 1969, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. No, this is not
shit.
one of the kaiju ones. It's fucking Christopher.
Hammer.
Yeah. Or fucking, what's his name? Peter Cushing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sick. Oh, hey, it dropped right back down where you were.
For once.
Thanks, IMDb.
Yeah.
You didn't fuck us.
Shows up in the original Avengers, 1967. I'm probably... Oh, no, we're done.
And we're done.
Yeah, first role, 1960, and Androcles and the Lion. Next... Androcles! Next up, Francesca Annis.
Yeah. Anus.
Franny Annis was in Dune in the 80s in 1984. She was Lady Jessica. Fucking what's her name? What's his name? Franny Annis. Franus.
How come we're not good people?
Because we're fucking horrible.
Because good is lame.
She was in Revolver in 2005, one of the lesser Guy Ritchie movies.
Not a good movie at all.
Yeah, no.
It's not even like a lesser movie. It's just a fucking bad movie.
Well, Guy Ritchie movies aren't exactly fucking... They're Snatch, like Lock, Stock, and then like The Gentleman was pretty good.
I like The Gentleman.
Yeah, and then like that's about it. Everything else kind of sucks.
Yeah.
She was also in The Libertine 2004. She was also in an episode of Tales from the Crypt. A Slight Case of Murder. A game of cat and mouse ensues between a female mystery novelist and her jealous former husband when he accuses her of having a love affair with her nosy neighbor's son.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, no. And it's so unlike Tales from the Crypt to have a story about people cheating on each other.
Yeah. Jealous rages.
Yeah, it's weird. Back to the list.
The Gravy Train
That
goes east.
sounds like pornography. That sounds like a pornography for men with an Asian fetish.
So what was that called again?
The Gravy Train goes east.
Got it.
She was in Under the Cherry Moon in 1986. That was a Prince movie.
Oh, that's right.
The much less popular follow-up to Purple Rain.
Yeah.
She was in an episode of Magnum P.I. She was I mentioned this already. She was in the 80s Dune. She played Lady Jessica. Anything else worth mentioning? A lot of acting.
That's not the right thriller.
No, not the good thriller. She played Lady Macbeth in the 1971 version of Macbeth. I'm pretty sure that's the one I had to watch in English class. So if I remember correctly, she gets naked in that.
Did you have to watch the I think it was 70s version of Romeo and Juliet with
the child
with
like,
age appropriate minor nudity?
Yeah, no. We had to watch West Side Story.
I'd rather.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing like showing a room full of kids some CP, like whatever.
That's like adding a level to the offense,
Oh, yeah. Hey, she was in Flipper's New Adventure in 1964. Everybody loves dolphins.
Especially chomos.
She was in Cleopatra in 1963. The Cat Gang, 1959 was her first role. Moving on, Alan Armstrong, who we have actually talked about before.
Have we?
He is in The Mummy and The Mummy Returns, I believe.
Shit.
I'm pretty sure he's in The Mummy too. Whatever. He's in one of those movies.
He's Mummy adjacent.
Yeah, Mummy. I know we've talked about him in a movie before. Now I just need to prove that I'm either wrong or right. God damn it.
Yeah. No, you're probably right.
Yeah, he was in Aragon. That was 2006. That was a dragon movie, if I remember.
Oh, he's in Van Helsing.
He has the video game Van Helsing, and he's the Cardinal in Van Helsing.
Yeah.
That's why we talked about him before.
I think he's in the Mummy sequel.
Yeah, I think he's in The Mummy Returns,
Yeah.
but not The Mummy. He's in Sleepy Hollow, 1999.
That movie's fun.
I do like the look of the Headless Horseman in that.
Yeah.
He's also in an episode of Tales from the Crypt. Confession. Same season as the other one, 1996. Evans, a sly horror screenwriter suspected in a series of grisly murders of women whose heads were taken by the killer as trophies, is interrogated by Jack Lynch, a clever, hard-boiled homicide detective whom every cop idolizes. Eddie Izzard. Ciaran Hinds. I don't remember this one.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's actually a pretty solid cast.
Yeah.
Let's see. Back to the list.
Braveheart.
He's in Braveheart. Mornay, 1995.
Oh, yeah.
The douchey lords.
He's in Patriot Games, 1992. That's a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah,
Shows
it
up
is.
in 3 episodes. Oh, those are the ones where they go to England. The Married with Children episodes where they go
Yeah.
to England. Lower Uncton.
Am I the only one that hates the French?
He's in an episode of Muppet Television in 1989. And The Storyteller in 1988. Another Jim Henson anthology show. Hey, he's in Krull.
Nah. It's so weird.
Anything else worth mentioning? Probably not, but we're going to do our due diligence here.
Yeah. You do that. I have to blow my nose.
All right.
I'm gonna be disgusting.
Should we take another? Be right back.
Yeah, fuck them.
All right. This is real podcasting, folks. This is as real as it gets.
Hey, you want to watch us make the show? This is how it gets made.
Yeah. This is how the sausage is made.
Fucking A, here it comes.
You know we have a button for that sound.
Yeah, well, and it would actually have covered up the. Is it? No. I just push the horns until I get
All
it.
of them.
It's the sad face.
That's how I felt while trying to find the button.
Yeah. Because you're a failure.
Yeah.
He's in an episode of Mr. Bean. Oh.
Flick your bean.
I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. David Batley. Holy shit. Sorry, I didn't even announce that.
Jesus Christ. And on to the next guy.
Yeah.
Magician?
Yeah, he was Ergo, I think is his name. Anything?
Ergo.
Yeah, Ergo. Yeah, Ergo.
I don't remember which one he was.
He's the shitty magician.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shows
Yeah, the
up
character right out of fucking Monty Python.
in an episode of Saturday Night Live. There had to have been a reason I saved this dude.
Was he in an episode of Monty Python?
He's in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Mr. Turkentine.
Who the fuck was that?
I don't even remember. He shows up in an episode of Benny Hill, also in 1969.
Sweet.
If you grew up in the 80s, that was the show your dad watched.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah. Little known actor in this movie, Liam Neeson, who has been in a ton of shit over the years.
Yeah, he was in a movie or two after this.
He has 7 up. He's in that phase of his career where he just makes like a movie a week.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God, I don't want it. I don't fucking want it. This cannot be real.
Yeah. I hate the idea that this is a thing.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on, audience. I will explain my rage in a moment.
You got hard liquor over there?
We do.
It'll kill your germs.
Yeah.
Sterilize your heart and soul.
Well, that's fine because this is killing my will to live.
Yeah. So, in Liam Neeson's upcoming fucking projects, listed is the Naked Gun, where he plays Frank Drebin fucking Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want this. I don't want this at all.
No.
Follows the misadventures of Detective Frank Drebin's son, Frank Drebin Jr., a sequel to Naked Gun 33 and a third, The Final Insult.
They missed how that has the word final in it.
Yeah. And
Like,
also,
we're done.
if Liam Neeson is playing him, Liam Neeson is like, what, 70 years old?
Now?
Yeah.
Liam Neeson? Yeah.
Fucking,
He's got to be like 70.
yeah. The Naked Gun 33 and a third was like 30-something years ago at most. Like,
It was
yeah.
like mid-90s.
Yeah. Whatever. Seth MacFarlane is listed as one of the writers.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck all of this. Fuck every bit of this.
I will say, I'm happier to have it where he's supposed to be Junior and not they're totally rebooting the franchise where he is Frank Drebin.
Yeah. I just would rather it
But
not
here's
exist.
the thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liam Neeson is known for his slapstick comedy.
Well, Leslie Nielsen wasn't known for slapstick comedy. He was a drama actor until Naked Gun. Well, Police
Until
Files.
Police Files.
Until Airplane.
Oh, I thought Police Files was before Airplane.
Whichever
No,
one of
Airplane
those.
was like, what, 79 or 80? And Police Files, I think, is also the same year, like 80.
Maybe. Right. But then he had his entire
Police
career
Squad,
based
sorry.
on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, everything after that was slapstick comedy.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the way Liam Neeson will go.
yeah. Oh,
It's all
man.
slapstick.
That fucking sucks.
I'm sad now.
Yeah. He played Qui-Gon Jinn. He played himself in an episode of Atlanta, which was pretty fucking surreal and funny.
Yeah. Ice Road was not good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's in that phase of his career where he's just cranking out movie after movie after movie. He's just collecting a paycheck at this point. But I mean, he has been in some fucking bangers over the years.
Well, sure.
Yeah, we're just scrolling to get there.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, he played Don Cheadle in an episode of Inside Amy Schumer.
All right, that sounds kind of funny.
Yeah. He was in Ted 2 for a moment. Played himself on The Family Guy. He was in the series of Taken movies.
Yeah, the first one was awesome. And
Yeah, it
I
could've
didn't
just
need,
stopped after
I
that.
did not need anything after that.
Yeah. That's right. He shows up as the History Channel host in the the news battle in Anchorman 2. That's right. He plays Ra's al Ghul in The Dark Knight, in the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
Yeah.
The Gray, that was 2011. He plays Aslan. That's right, in the last version of the Narnia movies. He was Zeus in the newer Clash of the Titans movies.
There were other Narnia movies?
There were 3.
Were they like animated?
No, there was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian,
Well, yeah, no, I know.
and Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there were
You s-
animated ones. Yeah.
You said the latest version.
There's a new version coming out too.
I didn't know there were.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were old ones. I
Yeah,
knew
no,
there, I knew there was the.
There was an animated version from like the 70s or 80s. There might have even been another live action one too.
Jesus.
Let's see. Shows up in an episode of The Simpsons. Gangs of New York. He shows up in.
Yeah.
That is a fucking awesome. That's another
He
movie
was-
that could have
he
been
was
like
in
an
the
hour shorter.
He was in the first 10 minutes of that movie.
Yeah. He plays Leonardo DiCaprio's father.
Yeah.
He's in The Haunting, 1999. We should do that movie sometime. We do ghost
there's no
movies.
monsters.
We do ghost movies before.
When?
Now you're gonna fucking get picky with me.
After I made you watch
Yeah.
Kull. Yeah.
After we watch Kull and we're going to watch Crystal Skull.
It's got aliens in it. We've done aliens, definitely. And Nazis.
Yeah.
Nazis are monsters.
He was in Rob Roy in 1995. That was the less good Scottish rebellion movie. Much better drink. He was in.
Isn't a Rob Roy just a fucking martini with an olive instead of with an onion instead of an olive in it?
No. I forget what the fuck a Rob Roy is. I think there's like lemon involved. I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Fuck it.
Yeah, in Schindler's List. He was Schindler.
He was in Nell.
He was in Nell, yeah. That's right. He was Darkman, too.
He was
in
definitely
1990.
Darkman.
Might be it as far.
He
was in the Deadpool.
He was only in the
1988.
first Darkman, right?
Yeah. I don't think he did the second one.
Yeah.
He was in the Deadpool, the Dirty Harry sequel. That was 1986.
That movie was not good. That's the one with Guns N' Roses in it.
I think you're right.
And Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey, yeah. Anything else worth mentioning? He was in the original episode of, the original Miami Vice for an episode.
Mm-hmm.
That might be all the stuff worth. He was in Excalibur, 1981. His first role in 1978, Pilgrim's Progress. You ever see like the pictures of him just getting literally piss drunk at a bar? Where he's
No.
they'll take pictures of him walking out of the bar with just a fucking line of piss down his pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have seen those.
I want to be that famous and that drunk one day. Like, just fucking.
If somebody cares enough to take my picture and I've pissed myself.
And I don't give a fuck. What was I supposed to do? Get up and piss?
I got perfectly good pants.
Yeah.
You want piss pants.
These are my piss pants. They're absorbent, okay?
I have a very specific set of pants.
I'm gonna die.
Oh man! I just realized we have to fix the individual cams to bring back the inlay cameras.
Yeah, I just noticed that was not a thing.
We just have to shift around the layers, but yeah. We
They're
will.
just not even on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Do it live.
Whatever.
yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Fucking Robbie Coltrane, man, who was awesome.
Yeah.
He's probably most well known for being Rubeus Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies. I feel like we talked about him before. I just can't remember what movie.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
but I don't recall.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
He was in the National Treasure TV series. Oh, no, wait. That's not what I'm thinking of. That's something else.
Well, I mean, it is.
Yeah. It is National Treasure, but it's not the one that was on Disney Plus like a year or two ago.
Not like the Nick Cage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
He was in the Pixar movie Brave.
Which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is a good movie. He's been in I think he's been in a couple of Kate Bush videos.
Really?
Yeah. He was in The Brothers Bloom 2008 with Adrian Brody and Mark Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean's 12 2004. That's right. He was in Van Helsing. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
the voice of Mr. Hyde.
That's right.
So we don't have to talk about him too much, but he is in plays Valentin Zukovsky in the Pierce Brosnan Bond movies.
Mm-hmm.
Last one he was in was The World's Not Enough. I think the first one he was in is Goldeneye. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a great fucking movie.
yeah. I remember this is like back when they were trying to first make like 3D a thing again. This is like at the end of the 90s. They showed a like converted GoldenEye in 3D at the Palace, at Proctor's. It sounds fucking like it wouldn't be great. It was actually kind of fucking awesome.
Really?
Just for the first scene in the beginning at the fucking dam.
Yeah.
Like that whole scene was awesome. Like, yeah, that really
Okay.
worked. Yeah. Anything else worth mentioning? I think we hit all the big stuff. We won't go too far into them just because we've done them before.
Yeah.
But I do love fucking Robbie Coltrane. He is awesome. Last up, this dude I saved him because he has an awesome fucking name.
Jesus Christ.
Bronco McLaughlin.
That's a dude that'll beat your ass.
Yeah, like while smoking a Lucky Strike and not losing an ash on it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
Then he's gonna go plow your mother.
Yeah. He was mostly a stuntman, but had some roles in movies. He played an assassin in Gangs of New York.
Who was he in this?
We'll get there.
Oh boy, he was in Hellraiser 2.
That's why I did save him. He was in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles 1982. He played the Shanard Cenobite
Oh shit.
in Hellraiser 2.
Nice.
He was Nanog in this. He was also in Superman 2 in 1980. A British
Bigger fan of Superman 3.
all day, this fucking dog. Nobody's a fan of Superman 3. A British actor in Doctor Who? You're kidding me.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Is that going to do it? Or do we have one more? Nope. That'll do it for the better known as.
That's it, dog.
That is it. I see my wife up in the chat. What's up? Anybody else worth throwing a shout out to?
My wife was up in the chat.
All right.
Wife chat.
She actually called out the only Chris on the cam thing, and
Yeah.
I didn't understand what she was saying.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because we switched the view. Yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
Fucking fine. It's a podcast, people.
Onto the crapshoot.
I watched the Marvels today.
Yeah,
Wish I didn't.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
No. Like there were there were a lot of cool things in that movie. Like the overall plot was cool, but like
I do want to point out the villain's plan. It's President Scroop's plan in Spaceballs. I am in no way wrong.
all they needed was to take off a fucking mask and crack open a can of Perrier.
I told you never to call me on this screen. This is an unlisted screen. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I had to point that out.
No, totally fine. But like, I saw the first Captain Marvel movie, and then I saw this, and I was fucking lost, dog.
Yeah, this is mainly I would say a sequel to Miss Marvel and like WandaVision.
Right, which it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it should
Like-
be a sequel to Captain Marvel. Yeah,
You should not be running these movies the way you run the fucking comic books. So
Yeah.
like, this is my main gripe with superhero comic books. Unless you're reading all of the titles, you can't read a title.
yeah.
Like, okay, I saw the movie that came before this. I should be able to watch the movie that comes after this, not watch 2 TV series in between these movies and then jump right in.
Yeah.
That shit works, dog.
No, we saw it Friday afternoon. I thought it was fucking fun. I enjoyed it.
It was fine.
I think Kamala's awesome. I think she's a great character, and like chick who
a little-
plays her is awesome.
She's a little too, like, annoying teenager. Like, like obviously I know they're going for annoying teenager.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
But she plays it well.
fucking reel it in a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I don't know. And, you know, like, Spectrum is a cool character. I assume that's who she is.
Yeah.
But the entire conflict could have been solved with a conversation. Like, the entire thing. Like, hey, you
Oh, I could just fix this
you
for
turned
you.
our sun off. Could you, like, turn that back on?
Yeah, like which she would have been like, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, like I should do that." Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, movie's over.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know what's going on with these bangles. Like, they never really, like,
Again, you
Explain it.
You had to watch fucking Ms. Marvel.
yeah.
Yeah.
But do you understand what they both do from that show? Or is it just how she gets one and it's just kind of a fucking space object?
You it kind of explains where they came from, it doesn't, it doesn't explain to you, oh, if you put them together, they open all these jump gates like that. Like, no, it doesn't explain that, but it tells you like what they are, where they came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fucking.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No valid criticisms.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like there was the bones of a really good movie, but like the special effects in some of it were weirdly like bad.
That is like a kind of like a Marvel wide. It's like it's an industry wide problem right now because of Marvel. Because Marvel got they got cracked down on because they were like working working their animators in these inhumane conditions.
Yeah.
So now like all right, we'll fucking ease up on everybody, and now like hate to say it, but everything looks like shit. Like
Yeah.
But again,
Like I can deal with it because
I would rather have things that look like shit and not have people like worked to death doing them. Like yeah.
I'm okay with it not looking amazing if it looks good and it's fine. Like it's fine. But then also like don't expect that you're gonna make $2 billion on this fucking movie because it doesn't look like your $2 billion movies.
Yeah. We talked about this.
Cool. Yeah, I like the cast in it. But.
Yeah, no, like I said, I thought it was fun. Like I again, that's what I want in a movie right now. I just want it to be fun.
Yeah.
We talked about this a little bit the other night. I watched the new Pet Sematary, and boy, did that fucking suck.
I have heard that it's bad.
So bad. Like they change the rules of like what happens when you bury somebody are like basically just kind of shift with the plot, like whatever they need the plot to be. Like, oh yeah, we can just do that if we just bury them. Like,
yeah,
they like it's this thing where like one person gets buried and then like they start killing people to create more like of these like zombie, quote unquote zombie type of things. Like it just no, none of this works. Just stop. Just fucking stop.
They had a good movie.
Yeah, so, like I they should have just stopped. Like I'll even say they should have stopped after Pet Sematary 2. Like I'll give you one.
Yeah.
You can lay one turd and then wrap it up. Like, but like the reboot, I didn't think was that good. And then like this fucking sequel or whatever prequel.
I don't just fucking know.
It's about fucking Judd, or is that his name? Judd.
Yeah.
It's about Fred Gwynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad road.
Yeah. And like, just I didn't need any of this.
None of it.
Yeah.
Nunzo. I'm trying to remember if I watched anything lately. Not really.
I have been playing the shit out of some Spider-Man.
You're not done with that yet?
I don't play like when I play for like an hour, like here and there,
yeah.
And like mainly I just like swinging around New York, fucking chasing crime. Like I'll do that, and when I start to get a little bit tired, I'm like, all right, let me do like a story mission to like advance it. But like today and yesterday, I fucking played a shitload of the story. I am just about up to Venom. Today I got through the lizard fucking boss fight, which was awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was. I really like the way they make the lizard look in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucked up real bad.
Uh-oh.
Ollie now has Marvel Snap.
What, don't you just give him some heroin next? Fucking.
It's not even that, dude. Like, I don't care if he wants to play that shit all day or whatever, but he's like, you want to play? I'm like, no, I don't. Can you look at my deck? Sure. It's all like, it starts at like 3 costs. I'm like, what
are you doing,
fuck is
kid?
this?
Yeah.
Like, let me fix this. Like, try that. And you're like, oh, this works way better. I'm like, I was playing against him, and he's like, he's putting like, what the fuck is it? What's her name? The one Medusa. He's putting her in like the left lane. I'm like, what are you doing? You fucking scrub.
Do you have your Agatha Harkness card in that deck or something? Like
that goes in the middle.
Yeah.
Dog. Like, useless. It's fine. I promised him we'll play tomorrow. Oh, what else?
Yeah, lots of Spider-Man here. Have I watched anything else? I feel like I have.
Did you guys watch The Fall of the House of Usher?
I still haven't. No.
I started to, and I was like really enjoying it, but then I also stopped caring.
Yeah, I'll say I got one episode left. I don't care much, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I like catching the Poe references,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I looks good. I like Mike Flanagan. I do want to check it out.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Mike Flanagan's never gonna top himself after he did Midnight Mass.
Yeah, I think that was like
you've peaked, bud.
Yeah.
This is it. No, I got my office all put together at the new apartment.
Nice.
Mostly all put together, but yeah, hung up all my nerdy Hot Wheels cars. Fucking like an asshole. That's what I sent in that chat. It's like, how do you tell me I'm a geek who's raised by NASCAR people without telling me I'm a geek raised by NASCAR people?
A wall of Hot Wheels.
They're all character cars.
I feel like I watched some. Oh, Invincible's back.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I forgot to.
First 2 episodes have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get that far into the comics. So I don't know if this kind of hews to the comic, but like everybody's kind of like nervous about Mark now. Like nobody really trusts him anymore.
Yep.
Like he's still like, ostensibly a nice guy. Like he's doing heroic things, but just like everybody's just like waiting.
Yeah, it's paranoia because Omni-Man turned.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really fucking good. I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am so glad that's back.
I forgot that came back.
I rewatched the first season before it came out, and I forgot how goddamn enjoyable that show is, man.
Yeah.
I watched Adam Eve too, the Adam Eve special.
There's a reason why, like, when that was coming out and I was reading it, I was convinced that was the best Cape book on the market.
Yeah.
Like, bar none.
Yeah.
And this was at the time where you're like, fucking Wolverine Origins was out and fucking, all the Civil War bullshit. And, like, I want to say 52 was running concurrent with it.
Yeah.
Invincible was better than all of that.
Oh, that was an awesome time for comics, man.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great shit out at that time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was like, that was the start of all the tie-in.
Yeah.
So, like, actually, I want to say that's, like, yeah, there was always some of it before, but, like, that really fucking started with, like, House of M.
That's when it just goes from one tie-in to the next tie-in.
Yeah.
There's a major tie-in, and then there's, like, like a mini-series or something wrapping it up.
Yeah.
And then immediately the one that, like, there's, like, a mini-series or something that picks up from that leads into the next thing. Like,
And then Civil War went fucking wide.
Yeah.
So, like, every title was tied into Civil War.
Like, at the time, though, like, that was cool because, like, that wasn't something that was happening, like, every fucking 6 months or whatever.
That's
like,
all that happens.
Yeah. So, like, now it's just different where, as before, like, yeah, that was a major event. Like, it was, it felt different. It was so cool. Like, and then,
I think it's what like really fucking broke me away from superhero comics.
I could see that.
Other than going for like the independent stuff, like I can't spend that much energy like hunting down all these stories because like you want to read this, well you can't read this unless you're reading that because it runs concurrent and the story goes back and forth between each fucking book. I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah, I just want to read the things that I like. Like, I don't want to read all this ancillary shit.
Yeah, and it's not just a Marvel problem because like DC was doing it too.
Yeah,
they're still doing it.
Yeah, like DC, among other like issues, like I think their biggest problem is like stop rebooting every fucking 2 or 3 years. Like we get like
the first time was an awesome idea.
Yeah,
it just wasn't executed well.
Yeah, like I get it's kind of a thing you need to do with these characters because there's only like so many stories you can tell like with these, so you gotta fucking change things up. I get that.
Yeah,
but when you're doing like they did like New 52 and then like another year or two later after that they rebooted it again and then like after that they get rebooted it again. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, enough.
It was bad. Well, I mean, like, Yeah, they had to do the first one because fucking Superman and Batman have been running since the fucking 30s.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, Okay, flip it. We'll start over, and then everybody was just putting out bad books, and then they were just like, try again.
Yeah.
Like that's not how you do it. You just make better decisions. That's how you wind up with Image Comics.
The fucking Godzilla store recently opened a US site. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm already like 20 something. It's not bad for me. I bought there was this Godzilla figure that was only available through the Japanese Godzilla store.
yeah.
It's a figure of like the plaza where like Toho has their offices has a Godzilla statue in it.
Yeah.
And it's a figure of that statue.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. I saw that like yesterday morning. I'm like, well, bring that.
Yeah.
I almost ordered. They made this cool looking Megalon figure, which is one of the few that I don't have is a Megalon figure.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like retro, like kind of metallic looking, and fucking so like $22, and it was sold out. God damn it, yeah.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, it is one of the characters, like one of the few characters I still don't have is Megalon.
I'm trying to think of what the trailers were for things coming out when we saw the movie tonight.
I got my Godzilla -1 tickets.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Going Wednesday the 29th.
I didn't think it was out then. I thought it dropped on the 1st.
There's a Wednesday like advanced access screening at 8:30 at Colony Center. Amanda and I got tickets for that. There's a Thursday IMAX at Colony Center, but it's at like 4 in the afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon.
Ugh.
Yeah, which is weird. There's like a standard like later on, but I want to see in IMAX.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, I was Squee and I were gonna go on Friday afternoon to see the 4:00 one.
Yeah.
But his schedule kept shifting around, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting tickets for Wednesday night.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Hopefully it's not sold out. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say get the Wednesday. We can do an episode that week if you want.
Okay.
I'd be totally down with that.
That'd be fucking killer. Oh, the new fucking what the fuck is his name? Oh Lord, Ken from the Barbie movie.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
His
the Fall
new
Guy.
Fall Guy.
Yeah,
Looks kind of fucking awesome. It looks stupid as shit,
but
it looks like a
fun.
throwback action flick.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I do want to see that.
Yeah.
We had
Full
the
of stupid
preview
fucking one-liners and awesome stunts.
for the new Ghostbusters. We saw the teaser for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the concept of like, all right, the last one was okay. They're doing another one. All right. The thing that like fucking got me.
Seeing the silhouette of that fucking thing coming through the frost?
No. The shot of the Ecto one just like doing a fucking like U-turn in the middle of a New York street. Like, yeah, that's the shit I want. Like,
Yeah.
bring them back to New York. Like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. No, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Hesitant. I still haven't seen the last one. I know I should, but
It was fun.
it's just like it's one of those things like it's hard for me to like want to watch it.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, you think it's going to be like. You think it's like the way they reboot things, it's just not going to be like quality.
It's just gonna be sequel bait, right? It is sequel bait, isn't
A
it?
little bit, but I think it's good. The way that the story that they do tell, like I think is a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin anything. I think it's a solid watch.
You know, watch it. Oh, I called my son a fucking poser today.
Why? Because he's a fucking poser.
Because he was a fucking poser.
What'd he do?
So
Or where?
all right. So we're at Walmart, right? And me and Ollie go grab some stuff from one side of the store. Ben and Shelly go the other side of the store. Ben needs a couple of hoodies, whatever. Okay, cool. So we come back around, and she goes, "Show Dad what you got." And he holds up this Exorcist hoodie.
Yeah.
And it's like purple and like tie-dye and shit, and it's all like, it looks fucking rad. And I go, you're a fucking poser. He goes, what? I was like, you ever seen that movie? No, you're a fucking poser.
That's awesome.
Correct, but fuck you.
He's 15. I can call him a fucking poser now. By the way, Art, how's that feel? He's 15.
Yeah.
Feels bad, right? Super duper bad?
Yeah. How am I up this late? I think I should have gone to bed at 4. Old as shit.
God damn it. Yeah. She was like, she starts like picking a fight with me, and she's like, well, how is he supposed to know? I was like, I tried to watch it with them. She goes, when they were like 5.
Yeah.
So what?
That's what happened to me.
This is what fathers do. We hand down trauma. She goes, you're watching it tonight. Fucking,
You goddamn right he is.
he
You
watches.
gonna wear that fucking shirt you are.
He wears like Halloween stuff and like Scream shit, and then I want to say he had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre hoodie. I was like, you've never watched that fucking movie. Let's watch that movie.
Yeah.
So like 20 minutes in, he's on his phone, and then like an hour in, he's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, fuck you.
Give me that hoodie.
Burning that. Wipe my ass on your clothing. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like, I'm kind of that guy. Listen, it's better that he learns at home, okay?
Yeah, it's true. You're gonna be less merciless than like some kid who like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm less harsh than 16-year-old me.
Oh man. All right, this might be a good place to stop. Unless anybody has anything, any burning topics to bring up.
Art, how's your burning topic?
No. It's for all day. No burning topic.
It's good ever since I got the ointment.
Anti-burning topic.
Topical. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we'll say, if you're watching this live, we will be at Saratoga Comic-Con this weekend.
Yes.
We'll be
I'm
there
so excited.
Friday, Saturday. I'm going to set up on Friday.
What? Is it like a good
No, I'm in that place where I get before every like stressful convention where like I'm just like, oh fuck, I don't want to do this. But then, like once I get there, I'm like, all right, I start having a good time. Like, and then I'm really into
I have noticed that
Yeah.
you are miserable until you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to like cure in misery for a little while in order to enjoy the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
Once that first drink hits your lips, everything kind of mellows.
Well, that's it. Like, because that's when the stress is over. Like, because then
Yeah.
it's just like I just have to fucking
Now it's party time, babe.
yeah. I just have to do my thing on. If I can be upright and coherent, and while I'm on stage, I'm good. Like
Yep.
So yeah, it's just the stress of like an anticipation of just like waiting and then getting everything set up and
Yeah. Realistically, the only thing you really have to like worry about is the panels.
yeah
And-
yeah.
You're good. You're so good.
Fine. Tom and I met up last week and took notes and shit, and so we're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will be talking to Eric Roberts, Natanya Ross, and Jenny Kwan on Saturday afternoon. This scene is so goofy. It's
Yeah.
just them fucking grinning and laughing like idiots while riding flaming ponies.
This is, the lion's share of where that 2.5 point deficit is.
And then on Sunday, I am doing the horror panel with a bunch of folks. So come check us out. Oh, I'm also doing Battle of the Movies on Sunday with Assad.
Yep.
I will be
Smoke 'em.
Yeah,
You bringing the belt?
we need to get a belt. We
do.
need to, I have to let me get a winning record first, and then I'll worry about the belt.
You have a winning record.
I'm 1-1-1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So we bring the belt.
Yeah.
Somebody goes home with the belt.
But yeah, it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy versus the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, we'll give you our social media
We will.
info.
Our website is www.bigdumbmonsters.com. If you are on Facebook, we are on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. If you have suggestions for the show, suggestions for movies we should watch, beer we should drink, you think of it like a cool segment that you think we could add to the show, or like a guest maybe we can try to harass, shoot us an email,
Amanda said
bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com.
secret bar.
Secret bar.
We don't know anything
It's-
about that.
I don't know what that means.
If you say it here, it's not a secret.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We are on Slasher, the all horror social network, Big Dumb Monsters podcast, and sometimes I log into Steam but don't do anything with it. Big Dumb Monsters. Hit me up on there. We'll play some fucking, I don't know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something.
We are also on Instagram and Threads at big_dumb_monsters. You can check us out on, YouTube.
Preemptive part.
Yeah. Check us out on YouTube at Big Dumb Monsters. Come like some videos and subscribe while you're there. There are 3 new designs up on the T Public store. I just put them up yesterday. So go get your hands. Go get your hands. Go get your hands on those new designs. They are for sale. At T Public, just search for Big Dumb Monsters. It's the Big Dumb Monsters store. We're on Twitch. Check us out on Twitch at Big Dumb Monsters.
Yeah, the day may change sometimes, but we always stream once a week.
Yeah, we're usually here Saturday nights. We know it's Sunday. We know the night before last time we were on was Thursday. We'll get back to Saturday. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So as always, don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in the deathbed.
Bye-bye.